Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bushcraft Camp. The candle's gone out. Happy birthday, you big beautiful beast. Oh do. As you just seen, it's the camp's birthday. 4 years ago today, I started building this camp, formerly known as the Bushcraft Camp, now called the Village. I came down today to spend the day here, just make a video and just to enjoy it on its 4th birthday. And I've come down and I've found this. I'll show you around. I've brought these in. This is what we've been left with. One of the beds has been taken out of the log cabin. I mean, they've used a bag, but look at this. All smashed bottles, a tree from somewhere. All this crap in here. The log store's empty. And this is a good one. All the bushes I planted have been pulled up. You can see there's holes left where I planted them. This had been moved out of the way for some unknown reason. That's where one of the bushes was. I think what's happening is we're dealing with utter dickheads. People that, well, to be fair, they shouldn't be allowed outside because they've obviously got no social skills. They go outside and go, panic, I'll panic, I don't know what to do, I know, I'll cause damage. See, these people are thick as shit. But I'm not going to get dragged down by that because I'm going to enjoy myself today. This video is just going to be about the camp. We'll start off at the 1st year, 2nd year, 3rd year, then up to the 4th year. Hope you enjoy. So I found some land which has potential for a great camp. I want to give a shout out to TA Outdoors, Carlisle 195 and Kent Survival for giving me the inspiration to do this. As you can see, big woody area. So as you saw, it was totally different down here the first time I came down. I thought I'll come down, I'll build a shelter, and I never thought for 1 second that I'd be building a log cabin. I'd be building my own little village. So that was the beginning, and I'll show you what it looked like at the end of the 1st year. Here we are, the log cabin. This is the gable end that I finished last week. It's looking alright, that. We'll go inside. Dry as a bone. Sweet. Shelter number 1 and 2, doing the thing. Good, good, good. I think Paul gathered some more wood on Saturday morning. Was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday morning when we woke up. So I left early. Paul stayed down for a bit longer. Have a wander around here. Loving that shelter now. I wasn't too happy at first when I first started building it, but now it's really grown on me. I've had a few plans for shelter number 2 as well. I think when we get to the summer months, maybe before, I'm going to change the first shelter into an A-frame. I'm going to take this beam across, I'm going to take that off, take the roof off, and I'm going to support it at the back, and we're going to have an A-frame shelter instead. It'll give us more room and a bit more head height as well. But that's way down the line yet. So that was the end of the 1st year. As you can see, I make some really good progress. I never thought I'd built a log cabin, or let alone a 2nd shelter. But the 1st shelter, that were all done, and I'm so happy with that. I spent a night in there, and it was brilliant, awesome. So at the end of the 2nd year, things looked a bit different. And we started remaking the 1st shelter. So it would appear that I'm dealing with actual human turds. Look at this. They basically put all the glass bottles into the fire. Look at that. The fire was that hot. A lot of stones have cracked around here and the glass has melted to each other. Unbelievable. So that was the end of 2019. 2020 was a totally different story. Of course, with the coronavirus lockdown. It had its perks and it had its knockers. Yeah, I hadn't been down for about 3 months. Obviously you weren't allowed to go out, blah blah blah. You were allowed to go out for your daily exercise. So I came down to find a bloke here with his 3 sons. Fire's going. A lad and his a bloke and his son by the looks of things. Oh, cool. There was a guy down there with 3 lads. Spent about 10 minutes talking to him. Said he'd been coming down for a few weeks. His brother showed it him. And he says, oh, we've got to get down there. Lads love it. They come down with footballs. I found out it was been digging holes anyway, this big young lad. So, yeah, they're enjoying it. They've got a little fire and go. They cook up some food. Nice to see. Shook his hand, said bon voyage. Well, I didn't say bon voyage, I said bye. The other cool part about lockdown was back garden camping. Now, setting a tent up in your back garden and camping out the night was just somewhat unreal. Have a look at this. You know, even though I'm just sat about 10 metres from where I would usually be sat watching TV, I could very easily be sat here watching my iPad or whatever else. But I just prefer to just look at that. Beats TV anytime. So that at the beginning of lockdown, the summer of 2020 was a totally different matter. Because people had been going out exploring during the daily exercise, which they were allowed, and people had come down here and they'd formed a path, literally is like now a public footpath from the beginning of the wood right up to the entrance of the camp. If you've seen my videos before, you know what I mean. But people have been coming out and they'd found the place and they were just having parties down here. I heard that there were once 150 people here, and that's probably the reason why all the plants and wild garlic have all died back, because everyone were partying here really. The place was an absolute tip. Every time I came down, there were glass bottles everywhere, trees cut down everywhere. You know, if you've watched my channel, like I say, you'd have seen it all. But have a look at this and see what it was like that one time when I came down. It was just absolutely horrendous.
Sorry, we're going to be the shooter.
Good afternoon, everybody. Just heading down to camp for a bit. Have a look what damage there's been this week. I can see plenty of bike tracks on the path, so there's obviously people with bikes coming down. I've got my girls and my nephews there in the background. Hi kids!
Hi!
All yelling and listening. So yeah, gonna go down, see the damage. Hopefully there is none, make a brew. And yeah, just have a potter about. See you shortly. So here we are, just coming into camp. Obviously it's been used. They put the big tarp over the roof. That tree's finally come down, that was stood there, they pushed it down. This tree's been attacked. It's attacked this here. This branch has been cut off.
What's happened, film it? What's happened?
There's been a party again, they've tidied up slightly. Boxes of beer and stuff in here. The flooring in here seems to have vanished. I put all that rubber matting down again and that's all gone. Crates of beer. So that's what we had to put up with every single time we came down. They were just crap, bottles, just glass everywhere. Even the painting that we had of the Spitfire in the log cabin, that got demolished. Someone burnt the picture. Well, I presume they burnt the picture because it was nowhere to be seen. But before I show you how 2020 finished, I'll just show you what I've done today and we'll get back to it. I've cut up that big log, removed all the glass that were in the fire, tidied all the crap up that was in here, tidied those people's bags up, I don't know whose they are, built the bed back up in here, put the bench back in. I've also added a couple of bird tables. There's one here. Another one here. I've also started putting wood in the log store. I dare say it'll get used, but there we go. Also straightened up round here. Again, examples of fine. There's our sliders. There's wearing the little one.
Hi. Hi there. We
So the weather's turned.
like the
Pouring
worm.
down. Like the worm, the weather has turned. Throw the tarp up over. Got a wipe so we're getting absolutely smoked out.
Yeah, we need really long sticks.
It works, doesn't it? What are you saying?
Good job we didn't go to your house.
So, that was the end of 2020. The camp had gone through so much during the year through that lockdown that people were coming down, just destroying the place. But we finished it on a high with a decent party down here. Yeah, it poured it down, but yeah, no, we were a cracking night with that. Then we got to 2021. Not a great deal happened really. The log cabin were finished, the second shelter were finished. We would contemplate taking that down and rebuilding it, putting a bunk bed in, a sort of like almost a little front room in there. Almost the size of this shelter that we're in now. But we figured if we did that, people are just going to burn all the wood, so we won't bother. So all that was left to do for the camp, really the main bit to do, was put the roof on this shelter. There was a big blue tarp on it that someone had strung up, and we kept camouflaging it with the little green tarps we had, but they kept getting taken down and burned. You know, there were huge infernos melting everything. Right, I've undone everything. Off with the nasty old blue tarp. Looks crazy like that. For those that didn't see the build of this shelter, this is how we did the roof. So here we are, 2022, on the 4th birthday of the village. It's been quite a ride, I tell you. I'll show you the sights and sounds of the village, what we look like now, what state we're at. I'm happy. If it stays like this, obviously I'm going to come down, there's going to be crap from people on the weekend, especially with the summer months coming. But if there's no destruction to the shelters, like I've said all along, if the shelters are left alone, I'll keep coming down and tidying up after the place, because I just love it so much. As you can see, I've just been putting up some bird tables. I've got some seeds and some little worms for them. I've thrown a bit of bread down as well. So all that leaves me to say is thank you very much everyone that's watched all these last few years. Hopefully plenty more to come. I'm going to try and get out and do some more camping. I'll be down at the camp down here as often as I can, maybe once a week, once every other week. Thanks very much for watching everybody. Take care. See you all again very soon. Bye for now.